You brought this up with Rod Woodson, and I didn't want to give it away because I knew I was going to talk about it this
I just wanted to get what he was going to say. And
you wanted to try to rub it in my face is what you wanted. Because I've been with Pat Mahomes as MVP all season long, and guess what? That's right. My chest is stuck out. My voice is full of bass. There is no reason for me to change. That's right. I said it. And look, I know Aaron Rodgers is going to be the MVP. You don't even
doubt it, right? You know that, right?
It's become clear over the last few weeks. And you know what? Rodgers has been good and he's been great. I will have no problem with him winning the MVP. He's been that good. There's no doubt about it. But my thing is this, Rob. I really believe Pat Mahomes has become a victim of his own greatness. I mean, what was it? Maybe 3 weeks ago when he began, quote unquote, falling off. I mean, if they have a close game, people act like, Mahomes just isn't, he's not really playing like he was a few weeks ago. He not doing what he did last year or the year before. What? They can't have a close game? They can't have a few close games? If he doesn't throw for 400, we're like, what is up with Pat Mahomes? Rob.
Okay, wait, go ahead. Can I just jump in before you continue?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Chris, I hear your point, and he was playing well despite not having eye-popping numbers, but playing well.
Did he have a bad game? Did he have one bad game?
No, but let me.
Okay.
But he had 6 games with under 100 in quarterback rating, including his last 4. Chris, and his last game against Atlanta was his worst quarterback rating of the year, 70. I'm just talking about, you're talking about what happened the last couple of weeks.
Right.
And he struggled against Atlanta to score.
What did he do in that game, though? That's my point.
No, but he struggled against them.
Was leading the game-winning drive and throwing a 25-yard touchdown pass for the game winner.
But he had
That's
2
a bad
touchdowns.
game.
He had 2 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Right, and 3.
And the offense against Atlanta, where Tom Brady they don't have Chris. They expect Patrick Mahomes to do what Tom Brady did to that Atlanta defense. That's all I'm saying. Would you admit Atlanta's been porous all year?
Look, I'm not go.
He had his lowest quarterback rating against that
team. People have been picking Tampa Bay's defensive backs apart, and Aaron Rodgers can't do anything with them. Aaron Rodgers was horrible. That was a really bad game. That was a horrible game that Aaron Rodgers had. Aaron Rodgers didn't play well against Carolina. Threw for 140 yards?
But Chris, how do you make
like a bad
48
game
touchdowns?
For Pat Mahomes is 2 touchdowns, a pick, and he threw the game-winning touchdown. He didn't have one really bad game all year. He was 4-0 against playoff teams. He didn't have the running game that Aaron Rodgers had. Aaron Jones was 4th in the league in rushing. He didn't have the defense that Aaron Rodgers had. The Chiefs defense is ranked 16th. The Packers is ranked 9th. I'm just saying, he became a victim of his own greatness. The expectations are so high. Rob, let me put it this way. Pat Mahomes had 6 straight games where he threw for over 315 yards. Heck, he averaged 316 yards a game. Aaron Rodgers had 3 games where he threw for more yards than Pat Mahomes averaged. Pat Mahomes averaged 316 yards a game, best in the league. And Aaron Rodgers only had 3 games in which he threw for more yards than that.
But what you know that when they figure everything in, Chris, then tell me why Aaron Rodgers had a better quarterback rating and better QBR. Because everything's factored in. What you're talking about, it ain't just yards. It's about interceptions. It's about all kinds of other things.
Mahomes had one more interception.
No, I know. But Aaron had 10 more touchdowns. I mean, right? Mahomes had 38. Rodgers had 48.
Definitive. is that Rodgers had, a nice cushion in the touchdowns.
He had 10 more. And he also had he was number one in completion ratio, completions, 71%. And I just told you, quarterback rating and QBR. Those are 4 big stats. And having the least interception. So I think Aaron Rodgers, Chris, if you're right. I think there's part of looking at Patrick Mahomes from that first year when he had the 50 touchdowns. And, so anything less than that now, and people think, oh, well, it ain't 50. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think there's a part of that. But I just think Aaron Rodgers the whole year, Chris, and the other thing, too, to help Aaron Rodgers is that he led them to the best, to the number 1 seed. I think that's a big part of it.
So did Mahomes. I mean, Mahomes, they had the best record in the league.
But I'm saying it wasn't like Mahomes had it and Rodgers didn't. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right. Well, look,
if he didn't, you would make a case. You could make.
I'll even give you this because, like I said, I'll be shocked at this point if Aaron Rodgers doesn't win it, and it'll be fine. It'll be, like I said, this won't be robbery or anything like that. But you can also even say when a race is this close, as you and I always talk about, you nitpick. And you can even though Mahomes had played well enough, they had won enough games to sit out the last game, that can be a feather in Aaron's cap that he played all 16 versus Mahomes playing 15. But I just think, like I said, my main point is that Mahomes has become a victim of his own greatness. Because I'll give it to you. There were many weeks where he was really good, but he wasn't magical.
Like he had been. You will admit that, Chris. You were games you would say he was okay. He was okay, but he played fine. But you weren't like you were a year or two ago where you were glowing every time you came in talking about the game you watched.
But in those games,
it just didn't feel the same.
In those games when he was like that, he'd have 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. And they win, and we're saying when he was a rookie, we knew he was going to be great. Everybody, that was the projections. But part of it was he was a rookie. And look at this kid. But I just think now, and again, I'm not going to raise a stink when Rodgers gets it because it's well-deserved.
And Chris, here's one of the big one stat on why he can't be MVP.
Mahomes?
He was 16th in completions. That 16th in completions? Yes. Chris.
He was first in yards per game.
But I'm giving you the completion. He was
like
16th.
Maybe 5th in touchdowns?
That's middle of the pack, 16th in completions. That was shocking to me.
Yeah, that's hard to believe. Where'd you get that stat?
Go Google it. Look it up.
That Ryan looked that up because that sounds like a Rob Parker special right there.
I went to Robopedia and got that.
That's hard to believe. 16.
If I'm correct, what would you say then? If I'm correct,
look.
No, but you would be shocked. You shocked by that number, aren't you?
But that doesn't. Like I said, he's the only quarterback route, and we talk about Rodgers was great all year, and he was. But Rodgers had one stinker. And it was a huge game. You'll admit that. He was bad against Tampa Bay.
Okay.
I mean, horrible.
Okay, but
then against Carolina, he wasn't good.
But will you admit?
And I think even in Mahomes' bag, and like I said, you said Atlanta. Yeah, he was okay against Atlanta. But guess what? He threw for 278 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, and the game-winning touchdown on a 25-yard pass.
Okay, now let me counter this. Aaron's last 2 games, they beat the Titans, right, Chris, in a big game. Would you admit that on Sunday night? He had 4 touchdowns, beat the Titans, scored 40 points. And then in a game that had to beat the Bears, a rival who was trying to get into the playoffs by winning, he also has 4 touchdowns in that game, and they beat the Bears. I'm just saying the way he closed out the season was on a strong note the last 2 games.
Absolutely. He came on strong. I mean, we've talked about it. A lot of times what you see at the end
is how you
more
view people.
Impactful. Mahomes had his 3 interception game against Miami came, a few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So
and that hurt him, right? That's when Aaron got back in the race.
Right. So I'll give you that. But
did Ryan find that?
Mahomes beat 4, huh?
Did you find it? The completions?
Mahomes beat 4. He's 4-0 against playoff teams. Rodgers was 4-2.
Over the last 4 weeks?
No. That's what I'm saying.
Season.
Over the season, I can't believe he was 6th.
He was 16th.
I can look it up quickly, but I can't believe he was 16th in completions. Are you saying total completions, right?
Yeah, in completions.
There's no way. Because he threw it a lot. That can't be. I know he completed 66% of his passes. I would be shocked. I would be gobsmacked.
It looks like he's in the top 10 just by.
Where'd you get? So you're just making up, John. So 10. Discount everything Rob just said, folks.
Look
Where'd
at it.
you get that from? I'm looking it up now. Right now, ESPN.com is okay. He was 6th in completions. He had more completions than Aaron Rodgers.
Completion percentage.
Rodgers was 10th in completions. Okay,
completion
maybe
percentage.
Completion. Well, that's different. You said completion.
All right, I'm sorry, completion percentage. What is
he was 16th. Yeah, but he still completed 66%.
Okay, but he was 16th completion percentage. Sorry about that.
I mean, that's a huge
I didn't give you a fraudulent number.
You did. You said completion.
Completion percentage.
Yeah. All right. 877-99 on Fox. 877-996-6369. We're not asking. I mean, if you want to give us who you think will.
But that's not really what.
Yeah, we
right.
believe
Chris and I agree. We think Aaron Rodgers is going to win it. Okay.
Who would you pick? And do you think I'm tripping by saying it still could be Mahomes?
TJ in Maryland, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. If you want to get out there on that.
My guys, it's been a while. How y'all doing tonight?
We're doing good, TJ.
Brother.
Happy New Year, my man.
Happy New Year to you, too. Chris Broussard, I get it. Pat Mahomes is great. And as a Broncos fan, it hurts me to say that because he has demolished my team the past going on 3 years now.
Well, it's just starting, my man.
Yeah, but as I'm looking at Chris, I'm sorry, but Rob, my guy, Aaron Rodgers, in the words of Rick James, this season he's been cold-blooded. This whole year, except that one game against Tampa Bay. He's going to be the MVP, plain and simple.
No, we know that. I know he's going to be the MVP.
Let me ask you this, TJ.
Deserving.
Chris says that he, Mahomes is a victim of his own success. Does he look different to you this year? I mean, Chris is right. He's got the throwing, the yards or whatever, but his touchdowns. He had a lot of games. I think it was 7 games with 2 touchdowns or less.
He had 38 touchdowns in 15 games.
Right, 38.
I mean,
did he look different to you this year, TJ?
Well, the 2 games he had against Atlanta and Miami, he wasn't Mahomes like, but the rest of the games he was Mahomes. Defense has take on him now. So.
All right, TJ, thanks, buddy.
He said
Appreciate
a mouthful there.
Yeah, what he said?
Him, like they've solved him.
Oh, they solved the Mahomes.
The way
riddle.
he said it, like
Benjamin in Miami, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio.
Hey guys, how's it going?
What's up, Benjamin?
How you doing, man?
Great. I completely agree. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, of course he's going to be the MVP, but it wasn't just that Mahomes is too good for himself, but it's a bunch of other factors too. I mean, he was he did bad in those games against Atlanta, and his completion percentage is not as good, and he has 2 huge weapons with Hill and Kelsey. I mean, Rodgers just has Adams, but having 2
and Aaron Jones, who's 4th lead.
Yeah, but I mean, a passing game is totally different than a running game.
And Chris, you had, I think Watson beat him out in yards. You said he's number 1 in yards?
Well, yards per game, 316 yards per game.
Right, but I'm saying yards. Didn't Watson have?
Total.
Yeah.
Because Mahomes sat out that last game.
And Mahomes isn't number 1 in any major category this year.
Well, yards per game.
Completion percentage,
yards
touchdowns,
per game.
interceptions, passer rate. I'm just saying in all those.
I'm just saying, yards per game is a huge.
Yeah, but not total yards,
game.
Right? But not total yards.
I don't care about total points in the NBA. I care about points per game.
I'm just saying, but he's not.
The way you massage stuff. See the way you slid in that completions.
I
Not
just said
completion percentage.
I just said it wrong.
Completions.
That's all. Completion percentage.
You did it purposely.
Ali in Nashville. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, Ali?
What up, man?
Hey, just getting ready to host the Ravens down here. I'm gonna
that's gonna be a dog fight.
Yep.
Hey, Lamar Jackson can't throw, so I ain't worried.
All right,
Yeah, they've been scoring 40 points a game the last 5 weeks.
Man. That's gonna be a good one.
So let me tell y'all this: both of y'all are wrong. Neither Rodgers or Mahomes deserves MVP.
Well, we know who
Derrick Henry deserves to be the league MVP. He is one of eight running backs in the history of the NFL to rush over 2,000 yards. He is one of 2 running backs that has over 1,900 plus 15 touchdowns or more in rushing. Literally, if Derrick Henry played in a bigger market, there would be no questions about it that Derrick Henry deserves MVP.
It's not about
Right.
bigger market.
It's not the market.
It's a quarterback league.
Right.
It's the way that.
Okay, let me tell you this.
I'll give
Our
you this.
quarterback
If this was 10, 15, even maybe 10
years ago, yeah.
right, he would have a great chance. But
our quarterback
it's just
has
changed.
40 total touchdowns. So our quarterback has 40 total touchdowns. Why is Ryan Tannehill not being mentioned?
Because Aaron Rodgers has 48. And how many interceptions does Ryan Tannehill have?
Right.
He don't have
Tannehill
5.
Hasn't lit the league on
Come
fire.
on now. Just
stay on your boy.
What's his quarterback rating too? Where does he rank? I mean, there's a lot of other things. Come on, man.
I'm just saying.
Stay on Henry.
And if Tannehill and Henry's so great, how come they're not the number 1 seed in the AFC?
I mean, the most inconsistent team in the NFL is the Tennessee Titans.
You just said it. There you
Rob,
go. Okay.
But Rob, you would agree, like, if this were, like we said, 10, 15 years ago, I do think Henry would be much more in the conversation.
I'm going to be honest. I think Derrick Henry's going to finish second behind Aaron Rodgers,
I think
and
he's got a
Mahomes
good
will be
chance.
third.
Mahomes might. I mean, some people are talking about Josh Allen.
Yep. I'm serious. I think Henry's going to be second. I do, Chris. I do.
That's huge. But like I said, years ago, let me give you this stat real quick. Because Henry, here's how good Henry's been. 127 yards a game, right? Well, that's 11th all time. Yards per game. Jim Brown did it more than him a couple times, O.J. Simpson. So, I mean, he's in the names.
He had a great year.
Yeah, he had a
great
tremendous year. Yeah, so